Good afternoon, my dear students. Today I am going to give you a very special lecture on a poem, a Thing of Beauty by John Keats from the grade 12th book Flamingo. So this is for your exams. I'm going to give you detailed explanation and give you some bits of it in Hindi so that you are able to understand it better. But it's important for everyone who listens to in English to understand the meaning of words simply because you are going to write your exam and in English. So let's begin right away. So all of us know what beauty is, right? All of you know what beauty is. Beautiful flowers, beautiful nature, beautiful children, beautiful birds. So look at the poem, why he wrote this poem, A Thing of Beauty. Okay, John Keats. So the first thing we're going to do is to look at the poet. Okay, Keats says philosophy. पोएट्स और फिलोसोफर्स वो तत्वज्ञानी है, उनका जो विचार है वो बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण है. सो लुक एट द बैकग्राउंड मिथ. ये जो पोएम है इसके पीछे कहानी है, इस कहानी भी हमें समझना चाहिए. सो द पोएट जॉन किट्स 1795 to 1821. So this is the period when he lived. He lived very short, lived for 25 years. So he is a genius. He wrote odes, and you must read some of his odes: Ode to Autumn, Ode on Ecstasy and Urn. Some of these are very popular, and you have read this before. Sensual imagery. Keats is famous for sensual imagery. Sensual imagery जिनमें से हम महसूस करते हैं, through which we understand the world. Through which we understand the world. Pastoral image. Pastoral landscape. You will find plants, beautiful plants, forests, rivers. That's kind of pastoral image. And lyrical meter. Lyrical meter. Very beautiful poems, very well rhymed. So all of these are the features of John Keats. Very famous and powerful poet. You're going to see why he is powerful, because you might read these poems. What is this? This is such a book. What is not? It is extremely intelligent, and I will show you how. So the myth behind the poem, ये जो myth है, story है poem के पीछे. The poem is an excerpt from Endymion, an epic poem. जैसे कि हमारा महाभारत, रामायण, भारत में से एक है, उसकी तरह एंडीमियन एक है, स्टोरी है, बहुत सारी स्टोरीज है, उसमें से एक स्टोरी है, एक एक्सर्प्ट है, एक पार्ट है, a poem. It talks about the love between mortal Endymion and Selene. It talks about the love between mortal Endymion and Selene. Endymion and Selene. Zeus gave Endymion the boon of eternal life. So one of them obviously has to live forever. जो मरने वाला है उसको तो हमेशा के लिए जिंदगी चाहिए, क्योंकि गॉडेस जो हो मरने वाली नहीं है. एंड देयरफॉर Zeus gives eternal life. उसको एक boon देता है, that you will live eternally. हमेशा जिंदा रहोगे, but you will be in eternal sleep. So you will be immortal, but you will be not awake. You will be sleep all the time, except when the moon goddess visits you. Now, when does the moon goddess visits you? Anybody even ask? At night. So at night, when the moon goddess comes to you, you will be able to come to wake. Otherwise, you will be sleeping all the time. So now you have to wonder whether this is a boon or a curse. Okay? So his baking more moments are going to be very brief. Just when that mood goddess is there, he is going to awake. तो ये एक चीज़ है जो हमें याद रखना है, जो उसको जो वरदान दिया है कि तुम हमेशा जिंदा रहोगे, वो हमेशा सोया भी रहेगा, एक्सेप्ट व्हेन द मून गॉड विजिट्स. So this is the myth. This must be removed in the poem because otherwise we won't be catch it. We won't be able to catch it. Keats' philosophy. Look at Keats' philosophy. What he believed in. Philosophy is a truth. Okay, the word philosophy means love for truth. So philosophers क्या करते थे, वो सत्य के पीछे वो बहुत सारा उनका जो ध्यान है, एक what is truth, सत्य क्या है, this is philosophy. तो Keats believed in something, then what did he believe? Keats believed in the merit of dualities or opposites. He believed two things that are opposites are always together. जैसे कि मृत्यु और जीवन. So they look like opposites but they are always coming together. जैसे कि प्रकाश और अंधेरा just goes together. Who believe that is a union of opposites, and this must be understood properly with the appreciation of this poem. Otherwise the poet will sound rubbish. In his poem Ode to Autumn, और एक poem है Ode to Autumn, in which he speaks of life and death, part of the same fruit. Look at this picture. This is a pomegranate. Okay. Now when does this pomegranate burst like that? The pomegranate bursts like that when it is completely ripe, isn't? A raw fruit will never break. A raw fruit will probably retain greener color or hair with color, and it leaves its skin hard to cutting with knife. But this fruit, when it naturally breaks, it is breaking at the peak of its life. So you will find that the highest peak of life and death sitting in the same frame. That's the जन्म और मरण का जो यूनियन है, that you can see in this picture, कि दोनों साथ में है. जिंदगी के सबसे बड़ा चोटी और मौत का आरंभ, beginning of life, I mean peak of life and beginning of death. This is Keats' philosophy. Keats believe that life and death are always cyclical. Life and death, life and death, life and death. There is no such thing as life forever, or you achieve, or that one you achieve life forever. He speaks of vibrant, dynamic life. Abhi यह, if you look, what do you find? You will find a lot of men running. Here is an urn. Oronegesian urn. So here Ode on a Grecian urn. I'm talking ode on a Grecian urn. If you look at this urn, there are people running. Okay, there is an energy. It's a picture of people of running, young men running. A very dynamic picture. But where is it sitting? It is sitting in a cold marble urn. It is sitting in a jar in which you keep ashes. जो अर्थी रखते हैं उस तरह के जो जग है उसमें a picture of people who are in full energy running. Are those people like they are showing movement but they are actually they cannot run anywhere. तो ये जो duality है that is what Keats is famous for. This is the truth, isn't it? Now you can't say that this picture is a lie. You can't say that we can't do this. You can. And they are sitting in one frame. And he basically talks about how life and death is constant. You will always get it and it is desirable. Life forever is not really something you want. This is what he is. Cold marble and the paradoxes always fascinated Keats. So keep listening in mind that the poem will not just become clear but it will become beautiful for you. In this poem, beauty and passion, the very spirit of love and life in all its excitement, vivacity cannot be separated. So in this poem also you cannot separate life with all its bursting vivacity, energy. You cannot separate it from the gloom of eternal sleep, hinting at death. So the man is sleeping eternally. What does it mean? It's like a death. Every time you go to sleep, it's almost like death. So you really don't know who you are when you are sleeping, and when you wake up, it's like a new life in your life. So this is a big philosophy. So all the themes is interconnected with love, life, and so these are the themes. The philosophy are profound. सोचने वाली बात है. If you understood this, then the poem will not become abrupt. Oh, Keats himself said that he is rappling. He did not know what he was doing. That is possible because he is a genius. Now a genius will not really know what he is doing, but if you examine the poem through this lens, you will realize how amazing he is a poet. If you look at his poem and through his greater ideology, he is a greater genius. It will be surprised. How can anybody think like this? That is what is Keats' beauty is. So let's proceed. What is beauty? What is beauty? If we were to ask people what is beauty to you, what will they say? They likely to get a lot of subjective answer. For everybody, beauty is not same. Here is some of like Kareena Kapoor, some of us like Deepika Padukone, some of like somebody else. So you will find different people says different things about beauty. So beauty is not a constant that everybody think one person is beautiful and there is not. So we are likely to get several subjective answers. Subjective is your own, what you like and not what everybody else. That is subjective. For physical beauty to intelligence to love, so many people talks beauty as beautiful woman. Beauty is intelligent. Beauty is relationship. Beauty is my mother. Beauty is my children. Beauty is the place which is my home. What are the answers you will get, and you will give a lot of picture also showing art can be beautiful, or a house can be beautiful, animals can be beautiful. What you call beauty? It's up to you to decide what is beauty. To each, however, beauty represents, but whatever you choose, that beauty is pure, because you are likely to enjoy it or ever. Beauty represents a timeless passion. So let's say you love your child. You are not going to stop loving your child a little few years later. isn't it? Or you love your mother, or you love your sister. Think of anybody that you really love, that you realize that person, that love is forever. Even then the person is not way, even that person is not in front of you, or the person is dead and gone, that beauty of the love is constant, and is not only constant, it grows more and more. When that person, whenever you think of that person, you may cry, you may feel well loving in your heart, all that is beauty. So he's saying beauty will never go away. So to each hour, beauty and grows with age and does not fade, even when they are short-lived or they are no longer this except in your memory. So if you something exists in your memory, it is beautiful. Something that you have lost, sometimes you think of it, it's so beautiful. It never stops beautiful. ब्यूटी जो चीज़ है उसका कभी अंत नहीं होता है, उसका कभी मरण नहीं होता है, अच्छा चीज़ है ब्यूटी. तो ब्यूटी एक तरह से एक सत्य हो गया. दिस इज व्हाट ही इज बेसिकली सेइंग. ब्यूटी इज ट्रूथ एंड ट्रूथ ब्यूटी. सत्य और खूबसूरती में कोई फर्क नहीं है. रियल ब्यूटी एंड रियल ट्रूथ आर द सेम. दिस इज हिज बेसिक मैसेज. नाउ लेट्स डू अ टाइटल चेक. What is the title? What he has said? But we have to look at the words like beauty, and look at the first lines. A thing of beauty is for a joy. A thing of beauty is joy forever. Look at the word joy, forever. Okay, so forever is immortality. When you say forever, what do you mean? You mean permanent, mortal, may sound desirable, but it would be a trap. And you say forever, I want to live forever. You might think it is the best thing you might ask, but you might be trapped, because it might imprison you, like it can imprison beauty, love, life and joy. So you can have laughing child on that jug, you can have a beautiful sunset on the jug, but it's trapped. It is trapped forever in that jug. It cannot move, it cannot set, it cannot do anything, but it can overcome time and even death. So beauty, you will remember joys, you will give more and more joy. So this is the joy bit. Joy is the nectar of happiness. Everybody wants joy. This is the goal of life. What is the goal of life? To make sure that you are happy, that you are joyous, and yet it is impermanent. Now you are happy today, it doesn't mean that it will be happy tomorrow. It is past, it has gone away, it slips away, it resides often in memory, resides the memory of the person, abstract, something you remember a time of joy, and you say कितना मजा आया, ये एक एहसास है. It's not real, it's the time has gone. So even if you look at joy, it's not permanent, right? Again we see the union of paradox. बार बार आपको दो चीज़ों का जो मिलन है, जो अपोजिट का जो मिलन है, वो आपको दिखाई देगा. तो you will find union of opposites. Physical beauty fades and life drains away to death. So now we are talking about spiritual beauty. अब जो एक खूबसूरत लड़की है वो तो बूढ़ी हो जाएगी, उसका जो खूबसूरती है वो तो मिट जाएगा एट सम स्टेज ऑफ लाइफ. तो फिजिकल ब्यूटी की बात नहीं कर रहे हम, स्पिरिचुअल ब्यूटी की. स्पिरिट क्या होता है? लव स्पिरिट होता है. जो लोग वो लड़की से प्यार करते थे, उनका प्यार जो है वो कभी मरता नहीं है. सो ब्यूटी देयरफॉर इज स्पिरिचुअल ब्यूटी. जो आत्मा जो ब्यूटी है उससे बारे में बात कर रहे हैं. In our own Indian philosophy, we reflected in Satyam Shivam Sundaram. अगर हिंदू फिलोसफी देखो, इंडियन फिलोसफी देखो, तो सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम से आप जानते हो ट्रूथ, गुडनेस एंड ब्यूटी। ट्रूथ, गुडनेस एंड ब्यूटी। किड्स नेवर, आई थिंक किड्स नेवर रेड हिंदी फिलोसफी, लेकिन कितना मेलजुल है देखो, ये आपको सोचने वाली बात है। सो गुडनेस, ब्यूटी एंड ट्रूथ, सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम। Keats himself said in a poem, Ode on a Grecian, and beauty is truth, truth, beauty. That's all ye know on earth and all ye need to know. That is all ye know on earth and all ye need to know. और कोई चीज़ है ही नहीं दुनिया में except beauty is truth and truth beauty. And when you say beauty, don't think of visual beauty. अंदर का जो आत्मा है, उसका जो ब्यूटी है, उसका जो सौंदर्य है, उसके बारे में आप याद कीजिए। तो और एक पोएम में ये बात कही गई है, द पोएम इज द परमानेंट ऑफ स्पिरिचुअलिटी इन एन इमर्जिंग। तो एक लाइन में क्या है, इट इज अबाउट द परमानेंस ऑफ ब्यूटी इन ए वर्ल्ड दैट इज कॉन्स्टेंटली चेंजिंग। अभी आप मून की तरफ अगर आप देख लिया तो व्हाट इज मून, व्हाट इज द मून? मून इज कॉन्स्टेंटली चेंजिंग, इजंट इट? इट इज अ full moon and then slowly it fades and goes away and then comes back and then goes away and comes back. So cycle, that's the amazement. Myth meaning, अभी क्या myth क्या होता है? myth change and permanence. जो ये जो beauty है, that is constant, that is a permanent things in the midst of change. change के जो दीप जो है, जो परमानेंट होता है, वो ब्यूटी है और सत्य है। सत्य हमेशा रहता है। It's never goes away, it's never, beauty is exactly like that, life is exactly like that, but very very cheap. So in the midst of death you will get life. The myth of the goddess. I am going to myth meaning change and permanence. Now I'm going to myth, change and permanence. The myth of moon goddess stands for changeability and transience. The moon is fastidious, ever changing, waxing and waning. It cannot be achieved or captured. It grows, fades. Okay, all these are good source, good vocabulary. Fastidious, you have to write English. Fastidious, ever changing. Waxing, waning. Okay. Moon is fastidious, ever changing. It is unattainable, जो कभी हाथ में नहीं आएगा, चंद्रमा. But it is aspiration. लेकिन हम सब उसकी तरफ देखते हैं और सोचते हैं काश हमें मिल जाए. So that is the duality, unattainable and aspiration. ठीक है, वो मिल नहीं जाएगा, चल उसको छोड़ दे, अभी हम लोग देखेंगे नहीं उसको तरफ, ये हम नहीं कहते, हम बार बार देखते हैं और कोशिश करते हैं कि काश हमें मिल जाए. सो दिस इज द डुअलिटी जो हमें दिखता है. स्लीप इज एसोसिएटेड विद द रेस्ट बट ऑल्सो डेथ. नो गॉट स्लीप, आई एम गोइंग टू स्लीप बिकॉज आई वांट टू रेस्ट. वी वांट लव टू स्लीप, बट स्लीप, यू माइट स्लीप इज लाइफ like a death. Signified duality, it has dream that you dream. Sleep is life giving, but sleep is also death. Sleep is associated with rest, but also with death. Okay, when you sleep, you dream. अपना सपना जो देखते हैं वो बिल्कुल रियल नहीं है, अनरियल है. एंड एस्पिरेशंस दैट आर ऑफन अनअचीवेबल. अब हम जो खुलेआम से वे सपना देखते हैं वो हमें तो हमेशा मिलता नहीं है ना. तो फिर इसका मतलब क्या हुआ कि हम सपने जो देखते हैं वो हमारी जो ख्वाहिश है उसके बारे में हम सपने देखते हैं खुलेआम, लेकिन हमें वो मिलता नहीं है. कि हम सपने देखना छोड़ दे? बिल्कुल नहीं. तो इसी तरह का जो दुगलापन है, इसी तरह जो अपोजिट्स है, एक पोएम में उसका जिक्र किया गया है. आर वी अस्लीप स्पिरिचुअली और लाइफ. और एक बात हमें सोचने की है कि हम हमारे अंदर जो आत्मा है वो क्या हमेशा सोई रहती है? अभी स्पिरिचुअली आर वी स्लीप? आर वी स्लीपिंग ऑल द टाइम? When you are awake, what happens? Spiritually awake, what happens? Suddenly, the world will look different to you. If you just running after money, running after short terms, let us make our house, let us make more money, let us make house, let us kill our joy. But you sleep ritually. But you are forgotten that there is your death already. One are conquering death through love, beauty. You are running after wealth. So शायद ये सही हो कि हम दिन रात सोए हुए हैं, हमारा आत्मा जो है सोई हुई है, और हम बीच बीच में उठते हैं. बीच बीच में हमें जब कोई अच्छी चीज़ दिखती है या हमें कुछ अच्छा महसूस होता है, वो सडनली वेक अप and you say wow, can we enjoy it? यह भी हो सकता है कि हम हमेशा निद्रा में हैं. डू दिस मोमेंट हम जो बीच में के उठ के कुदरत के जो सौंदर्य वो हम देखते हैं, अपने बच्चे का मीठापन है वो हम महसूस करते हैं, जो मे बी वी आर वेकिंग एट दैट टाइम, सो दैट वो छोटी छोटी जो लम्हे हैं उसके लिए हम जीते हैं. हो सकता है ना. तो ये सोचने वाली बात है. तो चलो पोएम की तरह बातें हमने बहुत सारी बात कर ली फिलोसफी के बारे में. यूनियन जो अपोजिट्स है उसके बारे में पोएम है. अब हम पोएम के बारे में बात करते हैं. तो कभी भी शॉर्टकट्स मत लो. डोंट गो स्ट्रेट. क्या इसका मीनिंग क्या, इसका मीनिंग क्या है, आपको मज़ा नहीं आएगा. आपको जो आत्मा है उसको खुशी नहीं होगी. You will not be able to understand it or enjoy. That is why I am telling you guys, this is very important. What I talked to you before, don't say, oh, why don't you start the poem straight away? No, you won't love it. That's why I took the trouble of telling you what it was. So let's say poem Nothing of Beauty is a joy forever. Its loveliness increases. It will take a positive nothingness, but still keep a bower wide for us and sleep full of sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing. Therefore, on every morrow, are we wreathing a flowery band to bind us to the earth? Spite of despondence, of the inhuman dearth, of noble natures, of gloomy days, of all the unhealthy and over-darkened ways made for our searching, yes, in spite of all, some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirits, such the sun, the moon, the trees, old and young, shady. For simple sheep and such are daffodils, with green world they live in, and clear rills that for themselves a cooling cover to make against the hot season. The mid forest break, rich with a sprinkling of fair mass rose blooms, and such too is the grandeur of the dooms we have imagined for the mighty dead. All lovely tales that we have heard or read, an endless fountain of immortal brink, pouring in unto us from heaven's brink. So this is a poem. maybe you understood some or maybe you understood a lot. आपको कुछ कुछ समझ में आज कुछ कुछ नहीं, तो हम आप उसका कोशिश करेंगे देखने के लिए क्या बोल रहा है। तो जो एक्चुअली ब्रह्मांड है उसका मून भी है, छोटा और बड़ा, जो वैक्सिंग वनिंग लगातार घिरा रखा है। लेट्स सी वर्ड्स क्लस्टर एंड कॉनोटेशन। अब जब भी हम पोएम कोई भी पोएम करते हैं तो उसको समझने के लिए हमको वर्ड क्लस्टर बनाना पड़ता है। वर्ड क्लस्टर यानी वो चीज़ जो वर्ड्स एक दूसरे से जो मिलते हैं, इसका एक झुंड होता है, that we have to catch. So word clusters, there are many positive word clusters. Now if you look at by the poem that we have done, all the green words, okay, beauty, so all the positive words I just take. Beauty, it's a positive word. Joy, positive words. Loveliness increases, never. Okay. Power quite. Is it a positive words? Sweet dreams and health and quiet breathing, a flowery band, beauty, trees old and young, trees old, trees, it's a positive word. Sprouting, a shady bone, positive words. Simple ship, positive words. Sprouting, sorry, simple ship, daffodils, positive words. Green, okay, clear rails, they are positive words. Okay, cooling covered, mid forest, rich, sprinkling, musk rose, grandeur, mighty, lovely tales, endless fountain, immortal ring, pouring, heaven spring. All these are positive words. Okay. And the negative words like this, nothingness, reading, despondence, inhuman dearth, gloomy days, unhealthy, over darkened, okay, Paul, dark, hot season, dooms, dead. These are negative words. Okay. these are negative words. So all the straight, I just draw straight, these are positive, and that and not smooth, that is negative words. Positive through negation, there are also words. What he has done before the word yes, in spite of. इन स्पाइट ऑफ का मतलब क्या है? उसके बावजूद. जब आप उसके बावजूद कहते हैं तो उसका अर्थ क्या होता है कि जितना भी डार्कनेस है, जितना भी नेगेटिव है, उसके बावजूद ये जो पॉजिटिव है वो उभर के आता है. दैट इज व्हाट इज ट्राइंग टू से. इट्स ए फुल्ली पॉजिटिव व्यू. दैट इज नो नेगेशन because he has put in spite of it all. That is what he has said. Negative clusters are there for you, and you will find positive never pass into nothingness, never happens. Okay, they negate the negative, so they become positive. Then we will have a pastoral word, जैसे मैंने कहा ना, bower, trees, sleep, young, sheep, boon, daffodils, reels, covert, mid forest, mushrooms. These are pastoral imagery. इमेज मतलब जो एक चित्र है. पेस्टरल इमेजरी, जो एक पेस्टरल इमेजरी है. इमेज मतलब जो एक चित्र है पेस्टरल का. बहुत सारे हैं लाइक इंक्रीज, बाइंड, स्प्राउटिंग. बहुत सारे ग्रोथ का इमेजरी है. फिर जो है बंधन का है, बाइंड. एडजेक्टिव्स वी हैव sweet, quiet, old, young, shady, simple. The mood is overall positive and negatives are used only to show contrast. So can you, in spite of that, that is going to mean positive. The message is hope and beauty is in its message. The message is of hope and beauty. Let's talk annotations. Keats talks of beauty's immutability. Keats calls for beauty is immutability. Immutability, who cannot cut it. It's just complete. It's whole. It's everlasting. Its effect on our memory. हमेशा हमेशा के लिए है. हमारा जो मेमोरी में है वो हमेशा everlasting है. हमारा जो याददाश्त में है, जो ब्यूटी हो, वो हमेशा के लिए है. I want you to use all these words: immutability, undying, growing, increasing. These are very interesting and very important words. The words pass into nothingness suggest death negative, which negated by the power of beauty. So if you are saying the person is dying, the beauty is dying, you still remember it. You can never die. It is immutable and it goes forever. So it's became the bower. ब्यूटी इज इन ए बावर. सो ऐसा जाता है कि हम सब अच्छे से सो जाए. ऐसा जगह में जैसे हम वेकेशन में जाते हैं, लेट मी गो ऑन हॉलीडेज, वी लुक फॉर प्लेसेस वेयर देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ इमेज, फ्लावर, बर्ड सॉन्ग, एंड दैट्स व्हाट वी वांट. दैट्स a bower, lots of flower around us. Shelter made of flowers, quiet without stress, strife, and can be associated with restful sleep. Health is very important. We have a lot of money, you don't have any health, what is the use? So you need health. You have a lot of money and you can sleep at night, again you are not very happy. So all of these things, if you ask some people what is they want the most, they will tell you we want peace. बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं. अगर मन के शांति नहीं है तो it is a waste, isn't it? So therefore health is important and peace is important. Beauty is all this. जब हम beauty कहते हैं ना, beautiful woman, we are talking about all these beautiful things. Rest in peace and health and nature and all of this we are talking about when we see beauty. And going further to the next, we remember this. Going back to the myth, we remember the sleeping lover who Selene probably watched over. There is the marriage of peace, sleep, health, love, beauty here. Everything cannot conquer love and beauty. Okay, this is your first passage. of a continuation in the memory even when there is a state of death in eternal sleep. In our connotation 2, this imagery is death is strengthened. We are this imagery of death is. Therefore, on every morrow, are we reading? Are we making a band? A flower is a band say. So, as a flowers, the symbol of the flowers is material. We are looking for buying beautiful this. We are living in beautiful as buying a big car or many cars, having a beautiful wife or handsome husband. Everything is material. लेकिन ये जो फूल इतने खुश इतने खूबसूरत नज़र आ रहा है, they feel like this, ऐसे हो जाएगा, एकदम मुरझा जाएंगे, एकदम मर जाएगा, है ना. So all material beauty will pass. Every morrow in the morning when we get up, are we putting on more for all that binds to the earth, that bind us to the earth, जो बंधन है, which binds us to the earth, we cannot let go. Even when there is old, they cannot load up their money. Constantly it is money, material things. This is what the message. It is binding us to the earth. In spite of, उसके बावजूद, look at all this negative images, despondence, inhuman dearth, noble nature, that is not noble, right? And given all this explanation, this parts, okay, so look at just it. Unhealth, over darkened ways, जो पाप करते हैं, everything is unhealthy, all those kind of things. In spite of all, जो ब्यूटी है इसके बारे में हम वो आगे बढ़ रहा है. So the imagery of death is standard in the next few lines, and there is a pondering of the days that press every morrow. Time and death culture. Yeah, each day we inch towards death. Every day we are going towards death, and we are pretending like we are going to be like forever and collecting things. So flowery band. So वो जो इतने नाजुक है वो बैंड, फ्लावर कैसे टूट जाएगा. तो हमारा ज़िंदगी के जो श्रृंखला है वो भी ऐसे ही एकदम फूलों की तरह नाजुक है, और हम उनको पकड़ के ज़िंदगी बिताते हैं. That is what he is talking about. The greed of human beings, the attachment of human beings to material things, which are exactly like flowers, fragile, beautiful but fragile, beautiful but very tired. So he talks of bondage of attachment, materialism that binds us to earth, collecting towards beauty. The flowery band binds us. Again, the paradox of weak and tenacious. To look at flowers, they are very weak, but they are attractive and hold you. All the things in the world that is beautiful and very fragile, they're definitely going to break tomorrow, but those are the things we are most attached to. Those things are holding us more than we are reason. A contrast in world, spite or despite. जो तकलीफें क्या है, रेस्टलेसनेस, वार, क्रुएल्टी, इतने सारे ग्लूम, अनहेल्दी, डिप्रेशन, डार्कनेस, सिकनेस, पेसिमिज्म, इन सब के बावजूद ब्यूटी इट ट्रांसफॉर्म्स. सौंदर्य, सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम जो है ऐसा चीज़ है, तो विल टेक अस एंड लेड आवर लाइफ टू पॉजिटिव. ये जो स्पॉट है लाल में, स्पाइट, very strong and powerful because it is contrast. इतना सारा दुख लेके इन दुखों के बावजूद there is hope. That is what is he trying to say. In spite of. In spite of के बाद एक emphasizes, okay, जो बोल रहे वो बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है. It This makes the word spite very strong and powerful, contrast stresses overcoming negatives. The colon, in spite of all, emphasizes. Okay, heralds, interacts, fortifies and strengthens the idea of how beauty conquers darkness. Darkness को in spite of this, ये जो beauty है that will conquer everything in the world. तो हमारा तो डार्क स्पिरिट है, जो हमारे पाप है तो धुल जाएंगे. आंतरिक जो ब्यूटी है उसको अगर हमने भरने दिया तो moves away the darkness. Some shapes makes it formless. एक निराकार चीज something that you cannot does not have a form. So हमेशा हमारे जो पूर्णमो है they talk about that, जिसका कोई आकार नहीं है, जिसका कोई नाम नहीं है. ऐसा चीज है ब्यूटी जिसका कोई शेप नहीं है. So it's a formless, shapeless. If you look at Islam, they are saying that there is no picture of God because it's formless. इसका कोई रूप नहीं है. So therefore that is what is talking about. Some shape of beauty removes. ये सब जो डार्क चीजों के बीच के it will remove it. It will glitter it. It will take out all these faults, whatever is bringing us down. Almost like God, different things for different people. So that moves you to different happiness. Beauty is in the eye of beholder. जो दिखता है उसके नज़र में है. ब्यूटी जैसा कोई चीज़ नहीं है. You can say everybody says that beautiful है, लेकिन वो दिखावे वाला ब्यूटी नहीं है. शारीरिक सौंदर्य की बात हम नहीं कर रहे हैं. ब्यूटी डिस्पेल्स सफरिंग, पेन, ग्लूम फ्रॉम आवर लाइफ्स. A surfeit of beautiful images of fecundity of rich pastoral sun, moon, trees, sheep, daffodils, green world, cooling, cover, trees makes for the hot season, sprinkling. इतने सारे जो मस्त प्रोस है, जो इतने सारे जो ब्यूटीफुल इमेजरी है, ये स्टंजना में है. A lot of beautiful imagery from nature or plants or waterfalls, beautiful arts, etc. So much he plunks it. So you're seeing his cluster, he plugs in a lot of beauty, he plugs in a lot of darkness. So lot of darkness के बाद he said in spite of it all dot and plug a lot of beauty. So he is negating it. ऐसा हो कि अंधेरा, थोड़ा सा अंधेरा लिया और उसको डॉट करके उसके बावजूद he gives lots of light. That's what's done. So similarly, the nature echoes all beauty. Shady bone. ये सब लोग जाना जाते हैं. Now this is your universal beauty. Beauty of nature is nobody who says no, I don't like those, I don't like this, I don't like that. That is so bad. You don't do this. It's for human beauty that we have preferences. Natural beauty everybody likes. That's why we have to visit it. It's a perfect way to describe beauty. अगर ब्यूटी बोल रहे हैं, जो कुदरत की जो ब्यूटी है, कुदरत का जो सौंदर्य है, अगर उसके बात करें तो एवरीबॉडी एट दिस स्टैंड सेट, बिकॉज सबके लिए नेचुरल ब्यूटी इज द अल्टीमेट. ओके, so this is what he is basically saying in this paragraph. But in the next stanza he switches from the beauty of nature to the beauty of inhumans. So are you saying human beings are not beautiful at all? शी के शारीरिक सौंदर्य जो बोल रहे हैं, जो अलग अलग लोगों का अलग अलग दृष्टिकोण है, तो क्या बोल रहे हैं कि इंसान में कोई भी ऐसी चीज़ नहीं है जो ब्यूटीफुल है ना. So he switches over to beauty in humans. What's beauty in human? Grandeur, mighty, dead, courage, sacrifice. तो ये जो है, if you look, that's the grandeur. Imagine for the mighty. माइटी डेड कौन है? हमारे जो शहीद हुए हैं उनको हम माइटी डेड कहते हैं. जो मर चुके हैं लेकिन शहीद है, जो अमर है. सो यू लुक एट भगत सिंह, यू लुक एट कलाम, और यू लुक एट मदर टेरेसा, नेल्सन मंडेला, अगर वो जा भी चुके हैं तो भी इन आवर माइंड इनका जो सौंदर्य है वो कभी ख़त्म नहीं होगा। इवन आफ्टर थाउजेंड्स एट ईयर्स यू रिमेंबर द पीपल दैट ब्यूटीफुल ह्यूमन बींग्स, दे हैड करेज, sacrifice, integrity, valor, nobility, greatness of values are beautiful, वो कॉमन है। and myths and beliefs are religious, cultural values confirm, कौन से भी धर्म उठे या फिर हमें कोई कल्चर उठे तो इट इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू बी डिफरेंट। वॉट वी आर सेइंग अबाउट दिस इज, जो हम बोल रहे हैं कि अमर है, ये अलग अलग इसका इंटरप्रिटेशन नहीं होगा। एवरीबॉडी विल एग्री दैट ग्रेट पीपल शो करेज एंड सैक्रिफाइस इंटीग्रिटी, ये जो वर्ड्स है, जो धैर्य है, जो सेक्रीफाइस करते हैं, जिनका जो सच्चाई के लिए लड़ते हैं, दोज पीपल आर ब्यूटीफुल एंड दोज क्वालिटीज द पोएट डस गोes from universal natural beauty to the magnificence of human deeds and spirit that raised them to the highest greatness. So now these people have conquered death, they have conquered time, है ना, they have conquered a lot of things where you say, oh my god, you know they are all going to fail, they are all going to die, they need to give away 1000 years, they will be remembered। जैसे कि हम अब बात करते हैं पीपल जो कितने 5,000 साल के मर गए हैं, उसकी कथा सुनाते हैं। ग्रेट पीपल, वर्क नेचर एंड ह्यूमन बींग्स आर पासिंग, दिस आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, सो आर पासिंग, ओके, पासिंग, ट्रांजिएंट, जो जाने वाले हैं, जो हमेशा कायम नहीं रहेंगे, वो ट्रांजिएंट, फेल्ड बाय डेथ, मौत उनको मार डालेगी, एंड केप्ट अलाइव एंड चेरिस्ड इन मेमोरी फॉर एवर। बट ऐसे लोग जो हमारे जो याद में हमेशा रहेंगे कायम, बाय द ब्यूटी ऑफ जेनरस कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशन एंड डीड्स, उनका जो डीड्स था, उनका जो कार्य था, वो जो उन्होंने कार्य किया, दैट विल मेक इट पॉसिबल फॉर अस टू रिमेंबर देम फॉर एवर। सो दिस इज व्हाट इज ट्राइंग टू से। सो फ्रॉम नेचर वी आर शिफ्टिंग टू ह्यूमन ब्यूटी, but not the physical we are talking about, we are talking about spiritual beauty. So now that is the poem, guys. Here is beautiful human beings, okay, Bhagat Singh, Mother Teresa, Nelson Mandela, Abdul Kalam Azad, device and treasure. Now look at devices and structure. The poet used a large number of devices to enhance the richness and effect of the poem. Alliteration, words of beauty, metaphors, anaphora, repetition, allusion, ascendanton, antithesis, oxymoron, inversion, rhyme scheme, meter, enjambment. So that is the poem. It's a beautiful solid poem, and let's look at the devices and structure. We have got alliteration is given to you. It's very easy. Sa 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 sound, despite searching sleep. Words of beauty are there, like bower, band, boon, rails, fountain, lovely, heaven, beauty. Metaphors are there, reading a flowery band. That means a flowery band is basically about the kind of attachment that you have, relationship or the bondage to material things, to the earth. Bower, quiet. Bower, quiet is quite like a bower. Bower, quiet. Fountain of immortal ring. The ring is like a fountain. You say like, this is simile. If you don't use the word like, then it is metaphors. Moves a mall, beauty moves a the pall. What is pall? Pall is a cloth that you put upon head. Beauty comes and takes it away and actually shines light on. So that is the metaphor again. The cloth, reference to the cloth. So anaphora is of noble nature, of the of noble nature, of human, inhuman, of beginning with of. That is anaphora. Of unhealthy, such the sun, such a double, such to. Repetition, quiet, health. Okay, now repetition are quite quiet, health, a certain sound and repeated words. That means that they are important. Allusion is when to refer something. When you daffodils, you remember what daffodils, the poem. So that's become an allusion. An allusion. Fountain of immortal ring, an allusion to the legendary fountain of youth, where again you will never die, immortal. Grandeur of doomsday. Now the Bible tells you that the end of life, then God will have everyone. In the comment picture देवा हुआ है. So you have God and then you have all the human beings coming and they will be judged कि आपने इतने पाप किया है, जो कंट्री उसमें पाप है, ये उसमें पुण्य है, they will send to heaven and hell. इसके कहते हैं doomsday. So grandeur of dooms, what he means that all we are wonderful people, we are going to a heavenly peace. We will believe that they will get the highest hymn. सबसे जो ऊपर का जो जन्नत है वो उनका मिलेगा क्योंकि उन्होंने ऐसे काम किया है. ठीक है. Ascendation is words in a list that are divided by commas and semicolons but not conjunctions. Okay, that divided by commas and semicolons but not by conjunction. Okay, when lots of things and then you don't write and anywhere, you just divided them by using comma. So all this pastoral imagery, just take a look. Antithesis is trees and old. Two opposites are sitting in the same line. Oxymoron is mighty dead. Dead cannot. How can dead be mighty? Mighty and dead is completely mighty dead. Okay. How can dead be mighty? Mighty is mighty, death is completely no energy. So we're sitting together. Also grandeur of dooms. Dooms literally means like last day or last death kind of things, and grandeur is again full of life. So oxymoron, you will have an adjective, it is describing in the opposite round. Inversion, are we reading? What he means to say, we are reading, we are putting together flowers, but the inversion says are we reading is most like a question. Rhyme scheme is A B B C C, rhyming couplets, completely beautifully rhyming couplets. Meter, rhyming couplets in the iambic pentameter. Iambic, you have 5 beats. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. 5 5 5. Okay, iambic pentameter. Enchantment is the line doesn't end in a full stop but passes into the next line. So the whole poem got a lots of enjambment. इसमें क्या होता है, there is a flow of thought, which is really nice way of making the person read easy to read also. Okay, enjambment is there. This is some of devices and structure. Okay. Enjambment, we'll never pass a sleep full of dreams, reading a flowery van, spite of all some shape, the moon, trees, old young, daffodils with green immortal. So there is no full stop going on, it's a flow, there is enjambment. Now come to the themes and life links. Values in these poems. What values does the poem teach you? Life is brief and transient. जिंदगी छोटी है और ज़िंदगी अमर नहीं है. सो लिव फुल्ली. तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए, जैसे कि हमने लोगों को देखा कि भगत सिंह और कलाम जी जो है, ऐसे लोगों की तरह हमें पूरी तरह से ज़िंदगी जीनी चाहिए और जितना हो सके ज़िंदगी के लिए हमें दान देना चाहिए. दान मतलब हमारी जो काम है ऐसे होना चाहिए कि हम अमर रहे. Paradoxes of life and death are as intertwined. Life and death is a paradox. In life there is death and in death there is life. So you take a seasons. It is cyclical. So you can say it is cyclical. So you can say, oh, it's winter, everything is dull, will die. After that winter you will find a small little sprout. It's coming up here and there. small little buds, and then you will slowly get spring. So that is what it's together. It's come together like death, life and death. Love and beauty conquer time and death. Again. Immortal beauty is truth. Beauty that live forever in our mind is truth. Beauty is subjective, varied, brings beauty. You can have beauty as a different idea and brings joy, shelter. But that beauty which we have always gives a joy and it is a shelter. Beauty is subjective, that I say. Respect nature, emulate great people. This is what is coming through. How can we apply this learning to our life? Now, nature heals and nature teaches life lessons. So nature is a very big force. It teaches us a lot. If you look, you just go through life, if eyes closed. If you look at, you don't look at this, all trees are shade, all leaves, everything is looking dead. Look at that, there is so small beautiful new lives coming. So nature will teach us many things. We have to keep our eyes open to see it. Tolerance and acceptance of variety of life. There's lots of type of people in our life. There are lots of places are different. Everybody doesn't know the same. Everybody doesn't speak the same. But we should accept it as a life is rich. It's different beauty is different people, but that's all beauty and all one truth. That is what it's trying to say. Racism, cultural dominance. What is wrong in our world? We got to be racism, color, caste, greed, cultural dominance. White people are better than black people. That is cultural dominance. Fat people to be laughed at. Contempt for poor people are treated badly. Chasing after perishable materialism we're never ever going to take wherever with us. Materialism should be shunned and our relationship cherished. हमारा जो बंधन है एक दूसरे से, जो हमारा रिश्ता है एक दूसरे से, उसके ऊपर हमें ध्यान देना चाहिए, ना कि हमें कितने सारे दौलत और शौहरत के पीछे हम भागेंगे तो फिर हमारा अंत अच्छा नहीं होगा. Knowing the values of simple things. Now if you look at all his poetry, he's talking about something, waterfalls, things like that. Simple things are beautiful. Understanding the twin paradoxes of life and death, their union cycles to become wiser. So though we become wise, बट हम जो समझ में आता है जो जीवन एवं मरण है वो हमेशा एक दूसरे से बंधे हुए हैं. They are not only running together, they are come from one another. They are born from each other. Life and death, darkness and night, night and darkness. Every day निरंतर जो होता है सूर्योदय और सूर्यास्त, ये जो है, ये जो ट्रूथ है, ये हमें समझना चाहिए और हर एक का एक अपना सौंदर्य होता है. Get out of narrow and superficial and materialistic desires. जो हम भाग रहे हैं पैसे की तरफ, वो हमें थोड़ा सा बंद करना चाहिए. हमें बैठ के सोचना चाहिए. We need to thinking our lives or relationship, what is important, what is going to last forever and what is going to die. So these are something remember. Okay, recognize people and influence that misguide us. Along with this, we also need to start thinking about who are the people who are telling us something else, who are people who are guiding us properly. Okay, so we have got a competitive society. It's running after money all the time. That you need to. That is not a good guy. Success is not money. Success is health and peace and love and relationship. That is success. So अगर कोई कह रहा है कि सक्सेस इज सेटिंग इन ए बंगलो, इन ए 4 car, great big office, they are misguiding you. They are sending you away from the truth. That is what is trying to say. So I have talked a lot to you today about many things in this poem, and I think it's important that you look at this video 2-3 times, understand it nice. You don't guys miss all your exam. As a person being educated, it's important that you learn this from this poet, and because you have heard this today, you will be able to answer any question that comes to you, because you have understood this core of the poem. अपने जो कविता का जो सारांश है, जो उसका जो सबसे महत्वपूर्ण जो चीज़ें है वो आपने सीखी है। इसलिए अगर आए ना आए आपके एग्ज़ाम में, आप बेहतर आंसर लिख पाओगे, क्योंकि यू हैव टू अंडरस्टूड इट थॉरोली। सो जॉन किट्स, देयर स्टूडेंट्स, amazing poet, isn't it? 25 years old, imagine, and he died at 25, which is our loss. 20, he died in 25, which is our loss. It is our loss. So thank you very much. Best of your exam. Bye bye.